2016 has been quite the year for Sonic merchandise collaborations. We've had the revival of Sonic X Hello Kitty, which was started back in 2012, Sonic X Kid Robot is now a thing, we got the amazing Sonic and LEGO Dimensions pack, and we even got Sonic Face Cream. Anyway, one of the most unexpected but no doubt incredible collaborations is the Sonic X Build-A-Bear line. Well, that was unexpected. Now, this isn't that unheard of. Build-A-Bear has been doing a lot of licensed plushes for a while now, and now they're expanding to Sonic. The promotion consists of a Sonic the Hedgehog Build-A-Bear, who comes both by himself, as well as in an exclusive online bundle that comes with a plush ring and an art piece designed by Sonic Team. There's also a 13-inch Tails plush, a t-shirt that has art of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles on it, and a special Sonic sound chip. You can find these guys in stores, as well as on the Build-A-Bear website. However, due to the Sonic bundle being exclusive online, I'd suggest getting them off of that. One cool thing about this line is that before its announcement, we had no teasers, no pre-orders, no pre-announcements, nothing. It all just came as a surprise, and that's really cool. As soon as I could, I ordered everything that was available, minus the sound chip. I'll explain why later. After a few days of waiting, they finally arrived. I'll start with Sonic. I'll touch on the ring and art piece later, but for now, let's just focus on Sonic. Sonic is the Build-A-Bear in this set, and as such, he's the centerpiece of this whole promotion. The first thing I noticed about this plush is that he's huge. Seriously, compared to most Sonic plushes out there, this guy is really big. But I guess this is the standard size of an average Build-A-Bear. As you can see, this plush doesn't really look accurate to Sonic proportionally, and that results in a seriously unique looking plush. His body is very large compared to his head, his legs are very short, and the plush in general is a lot thicker looking than Sonic normally looks. As is standard with Build-A-Bear, this plush is very well stuffed, even to the point where his arms just shoot outwards at all times. For the sake of comparison, here's what the plush looks like in store, unstuffed. Yikes. His face looks really nice. His muzzle is well positioned and looks good. However, there is a pretty noticeable seam line going through the center of it. The separation between his eyes and muzzle could look better too. His eyes and mouth have some top-notch embroidery though, and they look great. His nose is relatively small, but fits the plush's style. Sonic's ears and tail are flat, with no stuffing in them. Sonic's spikes and back spikes, however, are extremely well stuffed and look incredible. His back spikes are a bit lopsided on mine though. The separation between Sonic's stomach and the rest of his body is very cleanly patterned. A lot of the color separations on this plush are very nicely done, though a few do look off. Sonic's hands look pretty basic, until you realize that he only has 4 fingers. Huh. I'm gonna assume this goes to the Build-A-Bear style. One of his hands has a Build-A-Bear symbol on it, showing that this is indeed a Bab Sonic. His legs, like I said, are very short and stocky. They look unlike any found on Sonic plushes in recent memory. His shoes are good, the stripe and buckle look great, though his socks are just white strips with no real detail. One of Sonic's shoes displays the Sonic the Hedgehog logo on its sole. That's a great touch. The colors chosen on this plush are very vibrant and look great. The shade of blue used on Sonic is actually really dark though, much darker than many recent Sonic plushes. The tags on Sonic and this set as a whole are all pretty basic. From what I can tell, most if not all Build-A-Bear tags follow this layout, with an image representing the line, and that's the case with Sonic. Not much to say on it really. Overall, I'd say Sonic is a very nice plush. He stands out compared to other Sonic plushes, and is definitely up to the standard of quality that comes with Build-A-Bear. Without a doubt, one of my favorite Sonic plushes in recent time. Since I got Sonic in the bundle though, I'll look at the ring and art piece that was included with him. The ring is a simple circular plush. It has a great looking reflective metallic shine to it though. Also, this is, as far as I know, the first ring plush we've ever gotten. Amazing, I know. The coolest thing about this ring is this. It's a strap that can go around the plush's hand, allowing Sonic to hold the ring. While he doesn't hold it perfectly, if you can get it to look right, it looks really cool. Interestingly, on the back of the tag attached to the ring, a price of $7 is listed. You can't buy this ring separately from the Sonic Online bundle, so maybe they were or are planning on releasing this separately? Moving on to the art piece, oh man, that looks great. The print is really just cardstock, with a holographic layer to it. It looks very nice though. The brand new art is the best part. It's new 2D artwork of Sonic holding a Build-A-Bear. And look, the bear even has Sonic shoes on. The art appears to be drawn by the incredibly talented Sonic Team artist Yuji Uekawa. I love his artwork so much, and I really hope we start seeing more of it on merchandise like this. The bottom says that this art was designed by Sonic Team exclusively for Build-A-Bear. I mean, that was kind of obvious, but whatever. The back displays the text Build-A-Bear presents Sonic the Hedgehog. The bottom has some stock art of Sonic, next to some Sonic fast facts. This art piece is really the best exclusive part of this bundle. The ring is nice, but this art piece is something truly special. How does Tails fare though? Well, for starters, it's important to note that Tails isn't actually a Build-A-Bear, he's just an add-on plush. When images of this plush were first released, I didn't like how it looked at first. I thought it looked too off-model, and his face looked pretty bad. However, now that I have the plush in hand, I've warmed up to it. He's not really in scale with Sonic, though given how Sonic looks, accuracy probably wasn't a priority with this set. Tails is of no less quality than Sonic though. He once again doesn't exactly match up with how he should look, but I think he looks fine in his own way. I don't think he looks quite as nice as Sonic design-wise, but technically speaking, he's just as good. Tails' face is really where the bulk of this plush's issues come up. The main problem is his muzzle, which is a bit too large and is pointed upwards too much. It gives Tails a pretty strange look from some angles. Once again, he has an extremely noticeable seam going through his muzzle, and it's worse here than it was on Sonic. However, his nose is a large hard piece of plastic, which is great. Tails' eyes look identical to Sonic's. His ears are nice and large, and his bangs, while they aren't that stiff, look good too. Another issue with this plush is that Tails seems to have some sort of neck going on, which he definitely shouldn't. His body looks nice and it's not as huge as Sonic's. His arms and legs are also not as strangely proportioned compared to Sonic. If you weren't a fan of how Sonic only had 4 fingers on his plush, Tails straight up has no finger detail, only showing his thumb. Once again though, one of Tails' hands proudly displays that iconic Bab symbol. He also has the same Sonic logo on his shoes. His tails surprisingly aren't very stuffed. However, this may have been a conscious design decision as it makes his tails be more floppy, as they should be. And that's Tails. I don't really think he's quite as nice as Sonic, but he's still a great plush, especially for the price. The two, despite not being proportionately sound, look great together. I really hope Build-A-Bear is open to the idea of making more characters. This just screams possibilities for expansions. The last thing we'll be looking at today is the t-shirt. Yep. As far as I'm aware, one of the main selling points of Build-A-Bear is the amount of customization you can do while making a plush. And one of the ways you can customize your plush is with clothing. And now you can choose a Sonic shirt that fits any standard-sized Build-A-Bear. This is literally a genuine shirt. It's made of materials used on actual shirts. It's just really small to fit the plushes, of course. The shirt has a color scheme of gray and blue, with a nice overlay of artwork of Sonic, Tails, and despite not appearing as a plush in this promotion, Knuckles is represented on this shirt as well. That's kinda weird. I know Knuckles is part of the main trio, and they included him most likely because he's recognizable and such, but it almost makes the set feel incomplete in a way. But it's nice to see Knuckles get at least some representation in the line. While the shirt fits perfectly on Sonic, I'm gonna put it on Tails. He's earned it. Well, doesn't that look great? Okay, actually the shirt is way too large for him, but you can make it work. For a clean $7, I'm not sure if this shirt is really worth it. I got it just for completion's sake. And it is kinda weird to have Sonic and Tails wear shirts, but it's pretty charming and I think it's a great addition to the line. The last thing I'll quickly touch upon is the sound chip. Another way that you can customize Build-A-Bear plushes is by giving them sounds that play when you squeeze them. For the Sonic promotion, they made a Sonic sound chip. What theme did they pick? The Sonic 3 Special Stage theme. Look, I love that song, but you gotta admit it's a pretty weird choice for a Sonic sound. I get that maybe they couldn't have gotten the rights to use some more iconic Sonic songs, but why even use a song at all? Why not get some Sonic voice clips? Actually, you know, there is a custom sound chip option. You could easily record some iconic Sonic lines and make him say that. Now that's pretty cool. And for the record, my Sonic doesn't have the sound chip as the bundled Sonic lacks the option of it, unfortunately. As a whole, this set is pretty fantastic. Given how Sonic and Tails look a bit off-model, I know this set won't appeal to everyone, but personally, I really like them. I hope this line doesn't become yet another really cool Sonic promotion that ends before it reaches its full potential. They have so much room to expand this line. An obvious choice is Knuckles. He's on the shirt, why not make a plush of him? Any additional characters would be great. The pure irony of a Build-A-Bear shadow would make it so worth it. And who doesn't want to live in a world with a Build-A-Bear Eggman? If these interest you in the slightest, I gotta say, I'd suggest picking them up. There's never going to be another Sonic plush that looks quite like this.